Hey, and welcome to the live stream here on Adventure Tim. Haven't done one of these for a while. Thank you for your patience. Had a few technical difficulties earlier on this morning, but I think we are all good to go. So I thought with today's live stream, what we would do is we would actually talk a little bit about a few questions that I've had sent into the channel. People have asked me some great questions about action cameras like GoPros and DJI OSMO ACTION 5 Pro. And so that's the kind of stuff that we're going to be covering here today in this question time. It's a rather chilly Saturday morning here in Adelaide, and I hope that wherever you are in the world, it's a beautiful day and you are doing great. By the way, we are doing the live stream right now through the DJI OSMO ACTION 5 Pro. I did a video about it a few days ago, and I hope you've actually enjoyed that video and got something out of it. There is a few little quirks and things I've actually discovered since then, so very soon I'm going to be bringing out a video on how to improve the quality of your live streams with your OSMO ACTION 5 Pro. Awesome. Okay, well, let's kick off right now. I'm going to get through some of the questions that have been raised here on the channel. Now, one of the ones that I had a little while ago was from a guy called Sam_NZ Toffs. Sam, hope you're doing well, mate, and really appreciate you taking the time to send me a message here on my little channel. Sam's question was about the GoPro 13, and he was having some issues with his GoPro, and the kind of issues that he was having was, where are we? And the kind of issues that he was having with his GoPro was that it was showing the distance traveled on his when he used the GPS settings in miles rather than in kilometers. Now, there's only, out of all the countries in the world, there's only 3 countries in the world which use miles, and one of them is the USA. So sometimes you might get a product and it might have miles there as the default system because they use the imperial system in the US, and most other countries in the world use the metric system, which is what we use here in Australia. So I understand where you're coming from, Sam_NZ Toffs, and I think I might have found the answer for you. So first of all, you want to go into your smartphone, and my smartphone is a Samsung. Of course, it might be slightly different with an Apple phone, but I'm just going to show you how I actually do it on my phone, and I'm sure it'll be kind of similar on your device. Of course, if you have a different device and this, what I'm about to tell you doesn't kind of work, hit me up and I'll do some more research and I'll get back to you via the channel. So, first things first, you want to go into your settings, on your settings on your phone, on your smartphone, and then you want to search for under language, right? So language is the keyword here, and it's going to bring up a whole bunch of different options there for language. You can see that's my phone, my smartphone. All right. Great. Okay, so that's on my smartphone, and what it's actually showing me here is there's a whole different bunch of language options that you can choose. Now, the one that we're looking at is where it's under the section on my smartphone anyway, the section which is called General Management. All right, General Management. And under General Management on my phone, there's my phone there. If I tap on Language, it's now going to bring up the General Management screen, and the top option it does have there is Language, right? So I'm going to tap on that option. Now that's going to bring up this screen here, and if you look on my phone right now, I've got it set up so the default language is English but United States, right? So if you have English United States, your phone is going to say, hey man, this is obviously a country where they use the imperial system like pounds and gallons and miles, and it's going to put those details, that's what the GPS settings are going to be because you've chosen that particular language for your smartphone. But if I go into the plus option, which is the one down the bottom, and it gives me an option where I can add languages. So this gives me an option where there's tons of different languages to choose from, and I'll just spin through those, and there's everything here from, you know, Spanish, Italian, Greek. Oh, there's just an absolute plethora of different languages that you can use with this phone. But of course, I'm speaking English, and I'm just going to find the English option, and when I tap on the English option, it's going to bring up some variations of English. Now, of course, English is a language that's spoken all over the place, and in many countries it's the first language, but of course there's different dialects as well. And of course, in different countries, they do have different measurements. So I'm going to choose one of the countries here. Now, I've already chosen Australia, so I'm going to choose one from New Zealand. New Zealand's like Australia, we use the metric system. Hello to my friends and family in New Zealand, love that place. I'm going to tap on New Zealand from the list, right? So now it's going to say to me, hey man, do I want to set English to be New Zealand? And if that's the case, I'll set as default. Of course, you can do whatever version of, or whatever country that you have and set that as your default. So now I'll set the English as New Zealand. Now, if I kind of go into my, GoPro footage, actually I should have shown you that at the start really, shouldn't I? Okay, so now go into the GoPro QUIK app. Now, because my phone was originally set with the US as the currency, if I play back the footage, which I've actually used the GPS option on, I filmed mine with my GoPro Hero 11, by the way. So if you have a look here at the screen, if you look very carefully at the top there, you can see how it's got 36 miles per hour. So it was actually recorded. So when it was recorded, it was actually had the wrong setting. Now, what we've done in the meantime is we've actually changed the language. So if I quit out, if I discard this video from earlier when I was playing around with it, just kind of showing you how it did have the US system on there. And if I quit out of here, right, quit out of the QUIK app, and now I want to go back into the QUIK app. So I'm going to go back into GoPro's QUIK app, and I'm going to select down the bottom under media. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to find that same bit of footage that I was using, right, which was from quite a while ago now. Here we go. Okay, so this is a bit of footage that I was actually using before, and I had miles on it. Now I just got to wait for GoPro to find the media. Now from this screen here, of course, I'm going to press on the pencil. That's how we get to the GPS options. And then down the bottom, I'm going to slide across to where it says stickers. Tap on stickers. Okay, now stickers is going to, oops, that was the wrong bit of footage. Here was the right bit of footage. Correction. Okay, sorry about that. Found the wrong bit of footage. Now I've got the right bit of footage. I'm going to go into it. I'm going to go into that stickers option. So I'm in the stickers option there. I have made a video about using GPS with your GoPro. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested. So now if I put the speedo on here, so I've just pressed the speedo button there, or the speedo tag. If you look at the top of the screen now, it's got it listed in kilometers, and that's because the language that we've now set as the default on the phone is New Zealand English. And if I press play, you'll have a look there and see how it's now recording it in kilometers per hour, not miles per hour, which is what it was when I had the English setting as the US. Okay, simple as that. So I hope that's answered your question. If you're still unsure, please hit me up in the comments section down below. Or if you're having issues, I'm more than happy to help you out. But hey, great question, Sam. Hope that answers everything for you. And yeah, that's a really quick and easy fix that you can use with the GoPro QUIK app and, of course, your smartphone. Now, speaking of smartphones, one of the things I do love about the DJI, which is the camera I'm using right now to film this video, is it has an awesome app called Mimo, and the Mimo lets you do editing on here, and you can make some great videos, and it's something which I'm a really big fan of. I had a question from Mike Comandando, and he asked me if the music that you use is copyright free. Now, I did make a video about using the Mimo app a little while ago. I'll put a link to that one in the description as well. The way how it works with music for the app is a little bit complicated. So what it means is DJI has actually licensed all the music that you can choose from in the app, and that's fine for your own kind of personal videos or your personal content. But if you publish that video to social media, you might get a copyright strike. So that's something to be aware of. So although there's, like I said, a range of great music, all different genres, all different styles that you can choose from, unfortunately, if you use it to social media, you may get a strike if it gets picked up. Now, to combat that situation, I personally use upbeat.io. Now, Upbeat, that's spelled UPPBEAT.io, is a music streaming site where you can actually kind of go there and you can have a plan. Like my plan's about $10 Australian a month, which is about $7 US. And there's a whole range of different music and stuff and even sound effects and even other visual effects that you can choose from. And you can use that unlimited for up to 3 channels with that monthly cost of around about $10 Australian. So if you use that, use music from Upbeat or another source, Epidemic Sound's another one as well. But if you use music from those sites, you shouldn't get any copyright strikes. So Mike, that's probably what I would suggest. As good as the music is on the Mimo app, to kind of cover your butt, if you do want to publish it onto social media, I would probably go to either Upbeat or something like Epidemic Sound. So I hope that's answered that question. The next question we had is from a guy who's obviously a keen fisherman. Keen Fishing, he actually got in touch with us and asked about pre-record on the Osmo Action 5 Pro. I did a video about this one a while ago too. This is a great feature. Pre-record is an option that you can use with your camera, which means you can have your camera ready to record up to 5 minutes before you press the shutter. Now, this is an extraordinarily handy feature if you're out, say, somewhere, say you might be filming a footy match, or maybe you're trying to catch that big fish, which I'm kind of guessing that's what these fellas are up to. And you want to set up your camera so that when you press the record, if anything's happened before you press the record button and it's in the zone where you're filming, or within like the zone what your lens is capturing, you can actually capture that bit of footage. Now, his question was, can you use record when the camera is turned off? And unfortunately, the answer in that case is no. The camera has to be on, pre-record has to be chosen, and the camera has to have had time to kind of like gather up enough kind of space on it for it ready to record. I haven't explained that very well. What that means is your camera just basically has to be primed and ready before you do press the record if you are using pre-rec. The way how pre-rec works is once you set it up, your camera will then start recording like a continuous loop, right? And if your time length is say 5 minutes, it's going to keep recording 5 minutes of footage all the time. So you haven't pressed the record button, but it's still kind of recording that in your camera. It's kind of storing it in the memory. And then once you actually, and every time that 5 minutes say expires, in that case, you can have shorter options. Every time that 5 minutes expires, well then what happens, it just kind of re-records and re-records. So when you do press the shutter button, it's already got that chunk of time that you've selected ready to go. And the camera has to be on to do that, okay? So that's one thing to be aware of. Pre-record is awesome. It does use a bit more batteries. That's something to be aware of. But if you're out, say, fishing, it's a great feature to have so you can be ready to capture the big one. But in that case, I probably suggest having an external battery pack just as a bit of a backup and just to kind of help you out so you don't get caught short. Okay, so I hope that's answered that question. I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream as well too. We're just about to wrap it up. But if you have any questions or comments about action cameras like the Osmo Action 5 Pro, which I love, or GoPro Heroes, which I also do like quite a bit, hit me up in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to answer your questions either as part of a live stream, like something like this, or I'll get busy with my fingers and I'll write a comment to you. I'll reply to one of your comments under any one of my videos. I check out all the comments. I do my very best to answer all your questions. Some of the questions take a little bit longer to answer than others, so I do apologize if there's a bit of a delay, but please rest assured I do appreciate your support and I appreciate you taking the time to write me a question or a comment or even just watching anything on my little YouTube channel. Okay, well, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. Like I said, if you have, hit me up in the comment section down below. If you want to see more live streams, let me know that as well. And until next time, I will see you later.